What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 5 mining stocks today. We're going over Marathon and CleanSpark for Bear, BTBT for Flower Child, Bitfarms, and Wolf for Mark Ball-Krzak. And we're doing this right now, so that's the order we're doing it in. Marathon, CleanSpark, BTBT, Bitfarms, and Wolf. Marathon, to me, to me, to me, it looks good. You are in some kind of wedge. It wouldn't be crazy if in the more immediate terms you went up. But I do think you could move down. It is possible you can move down, so you've got some proving to do. But this higher low structure does look good, I got to say. Relative high here to this low. If you can get above about 2260, that would be a good look. There was something else I was looking at. Maybe we should look at the weekly. Would it be this high to low? We're on Marathon. No, I forget what I was looking at. Maybe it was this overall. That kind of does look like you'd want to go lower, but as long as you're holding this high here, or this low here, I'm sorry, these lows at these highs, these previous resistance points, you really could, that could have been your low. And with last week's kind of final day reversal, that's a bearish engulfing candle, or bullish engulfing candle, I'm sorry. That's a really good look. Really, really good look. So you might have found your low. I know I was calling for lower prices, but might not get them, you guys. And from here, there was a place, why am I not finding it here? Let's see, high to low. This is it, okay. If you close above $20.20 at the golden ratio here, this is what I was looking for, then I think you're probably going to be working your way up, potentially past this high. But your next area would be 24.67, and then after that we'd look to break the high. So first thing is first, close above 2020. Controversially to that, if you can't close above 2020, likely you will move down at least to 1610. You're at 1932 now, if not all the way down to 1161, 866. All of which would promote a higher low than this low over here, which I think would be more or less significant to kind of maintain structure. So personally, I don't think you'll see 886. I think the lowest you could go is like 1030 to 1161, somewhere in there. But you really could hold this area as support. You really could. The 3-hour looks like it wants to move up a little bit, and you could move up in the more immediate terms. You know, that's what I started off by saying, is you could move up initially, but then continue to move lower. We'll see. It really depends if you can close above $20.20, but let's see you close there for more than just one day, and let's see you be productive after that. Let's see what you do with getting back above the golden ratio. That's Marathon. I think for now it does go up, but I'm a little bit skeptical if it's ready to resume its highs past here. I am keeping this on the table for sure, because I really do think that could happen. If I really had to lean one way at this point in time, I would say I think you might go to 1610. That's kind of where I'm leaning toward. A little bit lower to go, with this in mind as well, of course. But for the time being, you go up. But I don't think that you'll go up here right now. I think after you see 1610, then you might have enough fuel to the fire to move to the upside again. But we'll see. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure it's time. That is a nice reversal at the end of the week there, but we'll see. Get above 2020. Close above 2020. Prove me wrong. CleanSpark, CLSK. Consolidating. You kind of. It almost looks like a cowboy hat to me, right? Like you got your brim here. You got your little right there, right? It's like a cowboy hat. I don't know. Daily RSI does not look friendly, in my opinion. Yes, you had a nice day to end the week there, 10% up, but I still think you're going lower. Flat base, descending highs. From here, you absolutely could move higher, maybe up to about $20, and then you come back down and then you break. But I inevitably do think, you guys, CleanSpark is going to go to prices below $12, probably around $11.90 or lower than that, even just a little bit lower. But come down, form a higher low, and then make your next higher high. That's my thoughts on CleanSpark. BTBT also looks like it wants to go down. Definitely does look like it wants to go down. Low to high here probably wants to go to $1.51 to $1.07. Weekly RSI does not look good. Daily RSI looks like it could see a little relief, but I wouldn't expect you to get above like 270. I don't think you will. I think you're going to 151 to $1.07 before you even think about seeing some kind of recovery. So that's BTBT. Bitfarms, kind of like Marathon, actually. Yeah, if you close above 250, I'd say the same thing. Then it's looking good. But still, you would need to close above that 382, which is also vital for Marathon as well. It needs to close above its 382. If it breaks above 2020, that's the next step. But I think this, in the more immediate terms, I'm emphasizing the 618 area so much because you're really close to it. More immediate terms, focus on 250, but the really vital area is going to be that 382 at $2.97. If you can close above that, then it's on to the upside. Probably rather immediately and more extreme than this move here and this move here. It'd probably be something like this, right? But for now, let's look at that 250 area. If you find resistance there, you probably go lower to $1.56 and $1.22, and that is personally where I think you're going to go. I think you are going to go lower. Yes, I'm somewhat confident in that. I think you do, but that's okay. It'll still be a higher low. You'll still be fine. You're doing fine. But that's my thoughts on Bitfarms. If not, prove me wrong. Close above 297 on the daily. And don't close above by like half a cent. Close above by like $1 or $2. Well, maybe not $1 or $2. I'm sorry. Like 10 cents. Close above it by like 10 cents or more. That'd be nice to see. Bitfarms. Wolf is our last one. We're going to finish it up with this. Wolf in somewhat of a symmetrical triangle. I don't think if you go lower, I don't think it'll be too much lower. I don't like the weekly RSI, to be fair, actually. Closing below that 382 is not a good look. Okay, to be fair, man, you're probably going back to about $1.15, somewhere around there. Yeah, you've got these higher lows right now, but I think, so what? On the bright side, I don't think this whole thing is a symmetrical triangle. I really think it's just the past, like, couple highs and lows, right? I think like this here is your symmetrical triangle, this little part. And maybe not, maybe it does extend all the way down here, but if it is that little part, essentially a drop from a breakout point, which would be like right there, that could take you all the way down to 66 cents, man. You could see something like that. And who knows if that's drawn properly. That's kind of a rough measurement on just like a really, I feel like I nitpicked this, but that to me is where it makes sense. The nose here's kind of like its own thing, but who knows. More or less an M pattern that you could see a double bottom with, or it's also fairly common, and even more common, I would say, to go below. But in an uptrend or in times that are bullish, you might not expect to see that. It might be a failed M pattern that doesn't go lower than its first leg, and then you get the positive reaction afterwards. But I would look for $1.15 to $1, if not all the way down potentially to like 66.5 cents. And that's Wolf, man. Probably going down. I was a little bit hopeful for it, not going to lie at first, but not so hopeful right now. I think it wants more downside, yeah. Man, with the fact that it looks like this, and I feel like Marathon and BTBT have that same look, they might all just be moving down right now. Like maybe up in the first like couple days of this week, maybe even up just a little bit throughout the whole week, just a little bit. But they all, at least BTBT and Wolf and Marathon, really, I'm convinced they're all going to go a little bit lower. So I don't know. All the mining stocks, BTBT, CleanSpark, all of them. But that's all I got, man. If you guys like the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.